Hello class, I am your English teacher Gaurav Rai. Welcome you on the onset of online learning class. Today we are facing a very tough time, COVID-19, and the world is in the clutch of this destructive virus. So the time is tough, but everything has its end. So now, student, come on the topic. We will read today chapter number 2 of class 8th standard. The topic is the Tsunami part 3rd. We will read here. Come on the topic. Here is given a picture. Look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrases. Either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. So you can imagine the picture. The picture is looking here of devastation, destruction due to tsunami. This is how you can start: calm, blue sea, ruined hearts. And you can write your own sentences, your own phrases. So come on the topic and try to understand it in a better way. Before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. When the giant waves, the huge big waves, slammed means hit into the coast in India and Sri Lanka. On that time, wild and domestic animals, the wild animals as well as domestic animal that are lived in our homes, to know what was about to happen, they fled to safety, and they went for the safer place. According to eyewitness means one who witnessed something happening of his own accounts, elephants screamed and ran for a higher ground. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas. And according to eyewitness means the people who had seen the scene, जिन्होंने देखा था ये सीन, उन्होंने अकाउंट्स दिया है. क्या अकाउंट्स दिया है? जो एलिफेंट्स थे screamed, started to cry in a high sound, and ran for a higher ground, and they started to run for a higher ground. And the dogs, they rejected, neglected to go outdoors. The dogs didn't go outdoors for their daily outing. And flamingos, the birds, which name is in Hindi we say saras, abandoned, deserted, left. उन्होंने त्याग दिया. क्या करना त्याग दिया? Abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, where they were living in low-lying breeding areas. Breeding areas means where they reproduce. They were doing the reproduction. They left the place, low-lying areas. And zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. And what had happened? The animals who were living in zoo, they ran into their shelters where they were living. They ran their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. And not enticed, and they were not attracted. The zoo animals, they went to their shelter, their place, and they were not attracted to come out. means जो जू एनिमल्स थे वो अपने शेल्टर्स में चले गए और बाहर आने के लिए वो अट्रैक्टेड नहीं थे. Many people believe that animals possesses a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. Some experts believe that animals more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. And many of the people believe that the animals possesses means have sixth sense, and that sixth sense help them to know about the earth's vibration. They will know that when the earth is going to shake, tremble. Some experts they believe animals more acute means sharp, जो उनकी शार्प हियरिंग पावर है वो हेल्प करती है, वो फील कर सकते हैं ट्रेम्बल को, अर्थ के ट्रेम्बल को, वाइब्रेशन को, शेकिंग को, ट्रेमर को. अंडरस्टैंड? दे कैन सेंस एन अप्रोचिंग डिजास्टर लॉन्ग बिफोर ह्यूमंस रियलाइज व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन. दे कैन सेंस, दे कैन फील an approaching disaster. Approaching means coming disaster. Disaster means something that is going to happen wrong. Destruction, vinas. They can feel that something is going to happen destructive. They can realize before human beings because they have sixth sense. According to the expert, they have acute hearing power. Come on, the next. We can't be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact is the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 150,000 people in dozen countries, but not many animals have been reported dead. We can't be sure whether animals have sixth sense or not. But the fact is that when the giant waves, the huge, destructive, विनाशकारी जो waves थे, rolled through the Indian Ocean, वो Indian Ocean में killed more than, यहाँ पे कितने लोग मर गए? 115,000 people in dozen countries. 12 means dozen means 12 in 12 countries. But not many animals, लेकिन बहुत सारे जानवर have been reported dead. Not many animals in comparison of human being. Along India's Kuddalore coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats and dogs were found unharmed. अब देखिए, there is a case. We are getting the case of Kuddalore, that is the coast in Tamil Nadu, जहाँ पे thousands of people perished means dead, died, finished, ended, नष्ट हो गए. Buffaloes, goats and dogs were found unharmed, and in other hand, buffaloes, goats and dogs were found unharmed without any damage. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals including elephants, leopards and 130 species of birds. And another hand, the Yala National Park that is in Sri Lanka, जहाँ पे a variety of animals including बहुत सारे variety different categories, different type of kinds of animals, as well as including elephants भी, leopards भी, और इसके अलावा 130 तरह के species means kinds of type of bird, 130 species of birds, प्रजातियां, kinds of birds, वो भी unharmed थे. 60 visitors were washed away from the Patangala beach inside the park. But no animal carcasses were found except for 2 water buffaloes. And what had happened? Look at the examples. 60 visitors who went on the Patangala beach in Sri Lanka inside the park, जो कि पार्क के पतंगाला बीच है, inside the park, उसके पार्क में बट नो एनिमल्स कार्केसेस वर फाउंड, वहाँ पे कोई एनिमल्स के कार्केसेस मीन्स डेड बॉडीज नहीं पाए गए, एक्सेप्ट क्या पाए गए, 2 वाटर बफेलोज, केवल 2 वाटर बफेलोज के डेड बॉडीज पाए गए, जबकि इन अनदर हैंड 60 जो विजिटर्स थे वो वास्ट अवे मीन्स they had been died, washed away due to heavy giant waves. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed 3 elephants running away from the Patangala beach. Patangala beach. अब देखिए यहाँ पे you are getting that an hour before, 1 घंटे पहले जैसे ही सुनामी हिट करती है, पीपल एट याला नेशनल पार्क, द पीपल फ्रॉम याला नेशनल पार्क एट याला नेशनल पार्क हैड ऑब्जर्व, दे हैड गॉट 3 एलिफेंट्स वर रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम पतंगाला बीच, they were running from the Patangala beach, they were coming from the beach because they had sensed the danger, what was going to happen. A Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gale said his 2 dogs would not go for their daily run on the beach. They were usually excited to go on the outing, said. And in other hand, a Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gale, जो गाले के समीप जो बीच है वहाँ पर रहते थे, he has told that his dogs were daily excited to go on the beach, but usually they are excited to go for outing, for going to beach. But on that day when tsunami hit on the beach, on that day they refused to go, and almost probably saved his life, and not only saved one's life, their lives, but also they saved the life of his master, the gentleman, the person. So I hope that you have understood the chapter clearly, and we will discuss question answer. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you once again, my viewers.